Greetings everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we began exploring more of Core City. And in this episode, we're going to do more of the same. Alright, let's let's get to it. First though, we're going to head over to Foundry. It's time to purchase some super steel. Or rather, begin the process of making some of that. So let's head on over there and get that process started. And we'll do it on screen just so you all see what's involved with it. Yes. While we're there, we can also check the merchants and see if anyone over there is selling some super string. Probably not, but you never know. I don't know where you can buy the other crossbow part. Crossbows take a scope, and then they can take a secondary item. That secondary item, as far as I'm aware, is the super string. But there's another item you can get. It's something that allows the weapon to fire faster, which reduces the action points if you want to do that. Generally, the action points would be consumed, I think, by you spending the equivalent on your special crossbow bolt attacks. But we took a quirk very early on, or a perk, whatever they're called, a feat, there you go, which allows us to fire our crossbow without spending those additional action points. So we can use the special bolts as much as we want. And since we start outside Foundry, we might as well first... Oh, right, we have the hacksaw, too. We should do that as well while we're here. So let's first visit this merchant and see what metal she has for sale. Oh, I'm still carrying it. I'm running extra on the tool. I don't need two of these. I guess we can look to sell one to a different merchant. Sir, excuse me. Hello, Leonie. Let's think here. So, what do you have for sale? So, she doesn't have anything like a super string here. Just a bunch of different metal plates. And she's only looking to buy metal components, which we don't have any of. Okay, so... Oh, but she is selling also empty chemical case traps. That's interesting. You can buy up to 15 of them here. I'm still not sure what the cardboard containers are used for. She also sells lots of frag and other cases here, too. Oh, and infused leather. You would want this if you do plan to use super steel in your leather construction, as that would let you create a fused version of the leather, which would have a significantly higher quality to it. Okay, so let's visit this other component merchant and see what he's selling. Hello, Brian. You are not selling anything I'm interested in today. Let's look at your blueprints really quick. We already know all your blueprints as well. So, where's the other miscellaneous merchant here? This is his shop. Let's stop by here at the general store really quick. Might get lucky. I very rarely stop by the merchants here in Foundry, though. Let's see. Is he selling any super string? He is not. He is selling some advanced patching kits, which are decent. Oh, that armor is decent, too. But not better than what we're currently wearing. No, thank you, sir. Okay, so the next step will be for us to go all the way down here. And we'll save the game before we do this. We want to head... I think it was over here. Yes, yep, there's a giant smelter. We need to talk with the gentleman over here in order to have him smelt us down some super steel. And we'll take 2 batches of it. I will reload the game and off-screen everything if both of the super steels are just garbage. 6,000 Charons is not easily acquired in the game. That's quite a bit of time spent. We could probably do it several times, because it would just take hours and hours of real-life time to have the merchants reset their inventory to sell all those pistols and what have you that we've been saving up. Okay, so first, let's save the game here. Okay. Hey, Bernard, about Super Steel. You up for melting some Charons, then? Yes. Let's make some Super Steel. That's what I like to hear. I can create up to 3 sets of plates per melting, and it'll take a while. Oh, and make sure you got everything you need from the chamber before the purification process starts, or it'll be goners. How many plates do you need? Give me 2 sets of it. 6,000 Charons. Alright, I'll get on it. Right on it. It'll take a while, though, so you come back later. Once it's done, y'all be golden. Okay. 6,000 Charons gone just like that. But we still have 18,000 more. Which is good. We're going to need all the Charons we can possibly get our hands on when we finally get the player housing. Right, so while we're here, I guess, we're going to pass right by a merchant who sells some stuff, like a food, that is. So we'll stop by the food merchant and pick up an eel sandwich for, what's his name, Beautiful John? John the Beautiful? I think we probably should pick up one of each type of food, because I think he trades information for the various types. Or Tim, well, okay, let's get an eel sandwich from this guy. And then, assuming he sells any. And then we can actually go stop by the hardcore bar, which we want to do as well. And speaking of food, our food ran out. So let's go ahead and eat some more of it. We'll take the plus 2% crit chance. Yep. Just walking. Hello, barkeep. And, oh, he's not selling any eel sandwiches. So, crap. He's selling more 2% crit, though, bags. We'll take 2 of those. Bags of chips. Alright, so, oh, the hacksaw. I'll try to remember to use it when we come back here. I kind of want to go back to that Hardcore City bar and do some talking. Alright, Metro. Back to Core City. So let's think, Tim. You make 1 set of metal will be used for a dagger, and the other, I'm not so sure about. I think we need that converted. If you want an excellent crossbow string, I think that's brought to the girl outside who sells the metal components. I've never actually done that though, so I might be mistaken and it might not be possible. All right, hello elevator. Up we go to the merchants. And this time, we'll explore the rest of this area. We passed by this... We've seen the Hardcore City bar so many times, we have never stepped into it, I think. Maybe we have once. And there's a few people to talk to there, so let's do it. Gauntlet. With advertisements for all the blood and death for everything around this area. Oh, what? Oh. Tortoise Missionary. A man wearing concealing robes comes up to you. His garment seems spotless and well kept, and exudes a pleasant smell. He then places his hand on his chest, making his long, clean nails visible, and after taking a small bow, starts speaking with a pacific, balmy voice, which I can't possibly mimic because I don't know what that sounds like. Chort is evolution, traveler. I see that you are busy, so I won't take too much of your time. My brothers and sisters and I are members of the Institute of Chort, an institution which studies and celebrates a magnificent being called Chort, as you may have already guessed. His voice reveals more and more excitement as he speaks further. Why is it magnificent, you wonder? Well, it is a primordial creature that has the ability to regenerate itself and adapt to new environments with each regenerative cycle, and can technically tailor itself to survive in any environment, potentially living forever. I know it sounds impossible to you, but it is true. At this very moment, we are trying to utilize that remarkable ability, direct the human evolution to a point where we too can walk the surface, and leave this constricting underground world. To quote our founder, Aodin, we can, and we must. It won't take even one more second of your time, or I won't. If you find what I've told you fascinating, which I hope you do, brother, you can seek Minister Percival on the upper level of Core City, just next to the JKK headquarters, and listen to his lecture on Chortism. It explains our ideology in greater detail. Thank you, and Chort guide you. I'll have to think about this, Percy guy. So long. Well, he's still standing there. Let's see if we've got anything hidden on him. Oh, look at all the stuff he's got. Electronic repair kit. Take that. He's got 16 Charons on him. Did we pickpocket everyone here? I know. Hey, there's Jack Quicksilver. I don't think we did. Been a while, Jack. We couldn't pick your pockets last time we saw you. You got nothing on you this time. I told you we'd meet again, Garrett. You look well enough. Listen, I love the chat, but I'm waiting for someone important. I'll catch you later. Seven Charons and an adrenaline shot. George, some stairs that go up. Harriet and Jean. I'm sorry, sweetie. I've got a lot of work to do. Talk to my husband if you need something. You walk toward the buff barkeeper, but somewhere along the way, a mug flies before your eyes, from left to right, and collides with some poor squeezer's head. The blow sends the fellow to the floor, face first, while everyone around him laughs at his misfortune, including the barkeeper. You finally approach him, and he yells at you, as if that seems to be the only way to be heard in this place. I'm not going to bother yelling, everyone. Welcome to Hardcore City Bar, the place where the most hardcore meet to have a drink. Haven't seen you before. I'm Jean, the owner, and this here's my beautiful wife, Harriet. Name your poison, mate. Let's see what you got. He's not even selling any food. If I want an eel sandwich, we have to go someplace else. Okay, then. Well, crap. Well, let's go back downstairs to the entrance, then, and visit the other merchant. That's right, he is selling food, but that's the type I want. We'll talk to the barkeep a little later. I kind of wanted to finish exploring the rest of Core City. I do want to talk to everyone in the bar, but first I guess we'll do this. Okay, Mo. Maybe you have what I want. You do not! Oh my goodness, where's the eel sandwiches? Okay, well there's none here either. He has cave hopper steaks. I guess we can purchase 2 of these. So let's go to Upper Metro Station. I know there's another food merchant up here. And while we're here, we can pick a few pockets. A burrower burger. We might need that. Sorry, sir. We need it more than you do. Sorry about taking your lunch, literally. But we need it. We might need it. We don't know if we need it or not, so it's better to be safe than sorry and take it just in case. Your contribution to the saving of the universe is appreciated. We'll take the 26 Charons, and we can't take anything else from the guard. Pick Sammy's pocket while we're here. Morphine shot. We could probably use that. Hey, Zilla. The young woman greets you with a broad smile, revealing an incisor gap, as well as the fact that most of her lower jaw teeth are notably crooked, as if someone took a handful of differently colored teeth and just pressed them into her gums until they stuck. Still, there is no doubt this imperfect smile has a charming and unique quality. A greeting soon follows. Ah, good day to you, mister. My name is Zilla, and you must be hungry. Yeah, let's see what you have to trade. You have eel sandwiches. Perfect. You know what? We'll take both of them. And we'll come back and talk to you later. Oops, sorry, Mr. Sniper. We'll search this commoner, and finally we can go back to John the Beautiful. I think that's his name. Hello, 3 Charons. Take you. We want to go this area. I'll have to try to remember what types of food merchants sell what types of food from now on. If we can't always purchase the same types from the different food merchants, that's going to... Actually, I kind of like that. It means that it makes them more unique. Gives them their own flavor, pun intended, as it were. Yep, not talking. That's what everyone likes, Tim. Everyone likes you not talking. Still not talking, though. Well, John's up ahead. Just up ahead. Let's just get to him. Here he is. Hello, sir. Hey, pal. Got food ready? Yeah, about Lotaeri and Lori Baker. Here's your eel sandwich. I'm gonna munch on this thing like a stalactite is dangling over my head. Anyway, the merchants are gone. Yes, gone. They were here, husband and wife. Been to several stores, did some trading, then took an Underrail express train out of here. Actually, to be more precise, they wanted to take the train at first, but the earthquakes messed up their plans. That's what I'm telling you, pal. The trains had stopped because a few sections of the tracks were blocked, so they spent more time around the city in the meantime. Then when the trains became operational again, they left. Do you know where they've gone to? Do I, pal? Do I? Come on, you're underestimating me. A little fly told me the train was headed for rail crossing. Whether your friends made it there or not, that's outside my, jurisdiction. That's all I got for you, pal. He nods a few times in affirmation, looking at you with his eyebrows raised. Then he changes his focus to the eel sandwich sitting lonely in his hands before biting into it ferociously. Once again, he looks at you and nods in affirmation. I'm looking for... I need some general information about Core City. General, you say? Well, you know. I like you. Not too much, pal, but just enough. These informations will be free unless you want something really valuable. Then you gotta give me some food. What can you tell me about the Chortists? I've been watching them for some time now, pal. They're funny. You can tell a lot about someone by looking at what they eat. And these guys don't eat meat. At least I never saw them. They're peaceful, sure. They seem smart, well-educated. Sure. They got their thing going. That's all nice. But they don't eat meat. They don't eat meat. How can you not eat meat? If I stopped eating meat, I'd be dead in a day. I like my meat. Don't trust them. Can you tell me anything about the Hardcore City Bar? You think I'd hang out behind a bar I dislike? Hey, pal, you disappoint me. I like this place. It's hardcore. Hardcore, pal. They have drinks, and food. And the atmosphere's good. And just as you relax, have a drink, a match starts. Beautiful. That's life, pal. And then, this happens often, someone who needs some info recognizes me and approaches. And I'm one burger richer. Yes! What can you tell me about the drop zone? Look to the east. No, look. That's how you get to the zone. It's full of zoners who can zone you out. So the zoners often zone other zoners out because, well, they're zoners. Okay, I'll be serious. It's the slum of Core City. Poor people, poor muggers, the sick, all there. It's very dangerous, so take good care if you gotta pay it a visit. Now, if you smell something good, it's probably barrel soup. Some soups are good, some can kill you, pal. So far, I was lucky. Wow. How about the arena? Everyone says it's hardcore entertainment, and I agree. Listen, pal, don't be silly. Asking me something like that. Don't you see that people come here to witness the bloodbath? The carnage? Do yourself a favor. Go there and buy one ticket. One ticket. See one match. I recommend Kansho and Bakuya, twin brothers. They dominate. Something else. I'm looking for the acid hunters. Ah, my tummy hurts. Need burger. Here you go. Yummy! Anyway, listen to this, pal. I've heard about these acid hunters. Don't know much about them other than that they're a group of scavengers who like wielding chemical weapons. Exclusively. Which sort of sets them apart from other schmucks. But only in that regard. Now, I also know that they are currently back in Core City. Hiding. Why? That I don't know. But they must be holed up somewhere real hardcore, because even I don't know where they are. And I know pretty much everything. I'm John the Beautiful. Anyway, if you want to find them, you're in for some hard work. Hardcore work. Alright, so they're somewhere in this city. We haven't found them yet. I need some specific information. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Prepare some food and let's get started. Alright, we don't have anything we have to ask him. Alright, see you around, John. Oh wait, I once again want to explore a different area off that hub. Yeah, let's double back. I think before I keep forgetting, we'll leave that on instead. Alright. Oh, I should have stealthed. This is going to be awkward. Maybe. Hello, Mr. Missionary. I notice you guys aren't down in the drop zone. Oh my god, the things these people have. Adrenaline shot. We'll grab that. And we'll grab his advanced electronic repair kit. Wow, they've got some decent stuff on them. Zoners and a guard. A ladder back there as well. These ones look like they would normally be hostile. We'll just let them stay here and avoid them. Oh, back here again. And did we walk this way? I don't think we did. Another zoner. Can't actually get in there. Interesting. Oh, up there's a door. Public urinal. I feel so bad for this. I'll take your normal health hypo, sir. Single desk. Starter mixture and 6 supercharged lithium cells. Nice. Oh, crap. We wanted to be up there if we wanted to check this out. Which maybe we do. Oh, crap. There's a tunneler here. Oh, man. Wow. Brass knuckles. Another barrel I can't seem to actually search. There's that drunk who wasn't letting us past him before. And it looks like there's a gang here. Looks like they're probably trying to salvage the remnants of this tunneler. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I think we can win this fight, though, without too much work. But traps, we're probably not going to be able to set any traps to help us with this fight. Yeah, they'll be easily seen. I suppose, though, we could put one in front of... yeah, let's put them down here anyway. Even if they're seen, they might not be able to... Oh, hello. They might not be able to actually, get around them. Alright, let the fighting start. Here we go. Oh, wow. The other gentleman didn't even react to his friend's death. It just ended him. He's hostile now, though. No, but we can't reach him. Ah, that sucks. I was hoping they'd all aggro so I could use my traps, but oh well. Let's just take them back. And we can't stab him with my cutthroat, unfortunately, given that we can't reach his back. MK2 grenades, an OK pistol. Just remove that. And can we interact with this? Oh god! Combat started. This tunneler seems to have drilled out of the wall several meters too high and smashed into the ground, stopping a hair's breadth short of continuing into the chasm. You take a look inside and see blood-smeared troop hold, but no bodies in sight. Moreover, there is nothing noticeable for you to scavenge, as the inside appears to have been picked clean by those who found it before you. The machine doesn't appear to be functional anymore, and from visual inspection alone, you reckon it would need serious repairs or to make it run again. Leave it alone. Combat started. We can totally shoot this guy. Wow. That one grenade took out my entire shield. Oh, we have to move up to throw this? If I move up to throw it, can I still shoot someone else? I hope so. Okay, let's stun this guy. Crap, that woke everyone else up, Tim. Let's use a normal health hypo. Oh, they're just... Oh, right, because that guy was trapped. Nice. Really like all of our awesome electrical bolts now. Oop, can't see him, Tim. He's on his way, though. There he is. Hello, gangster. No, I want to shoot, game. I want to we can't shoot him. Oh, you have like a 5mm or something. Done. Well done indeed, Garrett. Alright, next. How's our equipment? That's fine. That could use a single repair. Oh, an MK4 grenade! Wow. Holy crap, you don't get those very often. "65 through 105 heat damage and 90 through 105 mechanical. Ignores 40% of damage resistance." That's amazing. let us repair. Let's use these instead. And why not? We can use a fourth to charge that a little bit. Every little bit helps, literally. Helps you avoid damage. Let's see what their friends had on them. Another pistol, flashbang, decent armor. Barrel with nothing in it. We can go ahead and leave a few of the pieces of garbage here. That's just going to be these pigskin things. Take more bullets out. A locker. Oh, there's a faceless here. Hanging above the chasm, an injured faceless stands locked in a sturdy metal cage. He seems badly injured, with blood dripping from his wounds and feeding the blackness below. Slowly lifting his head, he looks at you calmly, making no unnecessary movements or producing a single sound. Can we get him out of here? As soon as the faceless exits the cage, the sound of something breaking jars the ear. It's the chain holding the cage. It snaps, sending the cage plummeting into the chasm below. The event ending with the reverberation of it colliding with the hard bottom. The faceless, after gathering himself, thanks you with a small nod, but still says nothing. The only sound he produces is the sound of heavy, difficult breathing. Up close, you notice countless gashing wounds on his body, which are slowly downing all his motions with what must be horrible pain. Small drops of blood drip from beneath his heavily scratched, dented, completely twisted mask, and further redden the scene. One little detail also catches your eye, or better yet, 3 of them. Small medical cylinders protrude from his right arm, but not the other, with one of them being crooked and bleeding from the place where it meets the pale skin. The purpose of these cylinders you cannot figure out from observation alone. After a minute or two of rest, he rises as if he were twice as heavy, seemingly wanting to leave. It is obvious to you he could barely stand, let alone escape this hostile territory he's currently in. Let's offer him an advanced health hypo. The faceless gladly accepts your help. After treating his wounds as much as he's able to, he gives you another, livelier nod. His chances of a successful retreat now seem much better. Still, he remains silent. Let him leave. Good luck, sir. I don't think I noticed him before. Last time I was here. In fact, I'm positive I didn't. We might have the mechanics necessary to repair this ourselves. I'm a little worried that we'll mess it up if we... Well, let's save the game. And see if we have the mechanics necessary to repair it. You spend a lot of time working on the tunneler, and, luckily for you, no one bothers you during the repairs. Eventually, you discover that this machine is not that much different from those you've seen in the past. Sure, it took some time and effort to figure out all the inner workings of it, but thanks to your expertise, you encountered no insurmountable obstacles during the course of your work. Finally, the work is done. As soon as you turn it on, the mechanical beast draws its first loud breath. However, what pleases you the most is that you were able to complete the repairs without needing any spare parts. You turn off the engine and leave the machine be for now. Nice. Okay, if we ever need a tunneler, it's there. Oh, the door up here. Let's check that out too. There's some more zoners. Don't make any sudden moves. Leave the drop zone. There ain't nothing good here. Don't even think about touching me. You'll regret it. Oh? Sorry. I can't help it. I must know if it's true. Okay. They don't notice me touching them. Oh, well, while we're here, we might as well pick everyone's pocket. The thing about picking pockets is that as much as I would love to hit A to take everything from them if it's just a few charons, I know that they might be suspicious enough that that would anger them. So you have to hover over an item first to make sure that you can... I'm right in the middle of these people's conversation. That you're allowed to take it without them noticing. Okay. What's next, Tim? I didn't see any other exits from this place. Yeah, nothing else here. I guess he crawled up and out that way? There's no way a Faceless would be able just to walk through Core City. Okay, well now where, Tim? I guess we could go back to the merchant's area, since we have more gear to store there. And I think that's the majority, if not all, the drop zone explored. We have some inventory space left. Let's see what's down here. The Gauntlet. That's the Gauntlet. I've never done the Gauntlet. It looks to me like that would be the more dangerous of the two. The Arena or the Gauntlet. We can maybe do the Gauntlet later. I don't think it's a thing Garrett would normally want to do. Actually, maybe it would be. Maybe it would be. We'll find out about the Gauntlet a little more later. Okay, let's store this stuff in our barrels. And do we want to actually repair any of this crap? We probably should. Do we have any repair kits on you? You have no advanced repair kits on you whatsoever. Do we have any scrap? We do not. Did I leave any here? We did. Let's go ahead and equip it down here to make it a little faster for me to go ahead and access them. Okay, and now these weapons can be repaired, and then we can break them down for more parts. Actually, we don't even need the parts. We still have 12 of them. So we're fine. Just leave you all in here. We'll take out 3 normal repair kits and keep those on us. And let's go ahead and just store. Oh, we have some junky armor. This is the only thing I think I want scrapped at the moment, is this little dagger. 53 spare parts. More bullets, which we can just store here. Okay, I don't think they recycled their inventory yet. They have not. Okay, well now what, Tim? I guess since we began talking to the owner of this Hardcore City bar, we'll finish talking with him. What can I get you, mate? How do you feel about the Faceless invasion? If they do break into the city, I'll give them free drinks. What Gene wanted to say is he'd start quaking before the Faceless and try to bribe them with booze. Why, love? Why? Sweetie, I'm joking. Hardcore men know how to take a joke and cook, clean, and tell their wives when they love them from time to time and have the... I'm looking for the Acid Hunters. I know them. They're being led by this man. Cornel. Cornel! Thanks, love. They come here from time to time. A bunch of scavengers. I don't think there's anything striking about them. Haven't seen them in a while. Who knows, maybe they're dead? I need to talk to Gorski. Hinsford speaks in a whisper. Absolutely. Take this key here and use it and use the back entrance. It's just around the corner. Out and around the corner to the north. He winks, then laughs and continues talking loudly. That's a good joke. Very funny. I'd like to ask you about certain people here in Core City. Absolutely. Who are we talking about here? The merchants. Say the name and I'll deliver. Sergio. Listen carefully. Sergio is the man if you ever want to, you know, get into motion. Jean, why are you whispering? Everyone here knows about my dear love. That might be correct, but still. Just go see him. He winks. Oscar, the weapons store owner. Oscar! Oscar's the most hardcore patron I've ever had. I love that man. Absolutely the best. I never liked Oscar. He always seems so full of himself. He used to be a protectorate enforcer. So what? But I still smile when he says hi. It's common courtesy. That's enough, love. I love you, but please. Lucia, the general store owner. Oops, that was the wrong person. Now that woman is gorgeous. She's funny, she's smart, she runs a successful business. What more can a guy ask for, right? She's married, mate, just so you know. Indeed. Jean remains silent. Dr. Heidi Gratz. Glad you asked me, mate. I often get asked how come such a derailed person can be a good doctor. I tell them this. She's the best doctor I've ever had the pleasure of being cut open by. Heidi has had a traumatic experience in the past, as she had to do an emergency operation on her husband. He died on the table. Poor woman crossed the tracks. It's a tragedy. I'd like to ask about someone else. Tell me about the non-residents. Oh, someone else. Regular folks. Alphabet. That's who I want to talk about. Not him. Just not him. He's absolutely derailed. I mean, he comes from time to time here and puts some stinking animal hearts on the table. I tell him to get lost. He tells me, and you're not going to believe this, he tells me, what the hell? Barkeepers are merchants. They should be able to buy what I offer them. Like, yeah. So how much will you give me for these hearts? Calm down, Gene. He hasn't shown up ever since you punched him in the nose. He comes back sometimes, sits outside, gives me the collie wobbles when I see him, though. Ugh. Mac. How about Mac, the graffiti artist? Absolutely, mate. You've probably seen a lot of graffiti around the city. Most of those were done by Mac himself. I can't tell you a lot about him. He comes here occasionally, but he keeps to himself most of the time. He brings in a lot of girls to the bar. Very attractive girls. I don't know how or where he picks them up, but he's good at it. He's so damn hardcore. Why is he hardcore? He can't be loyal to a single woman, so he changes them like socks. Nothing hardcore about it. Yes, love. You're absolutely right. A man should be loyal to a single woman, not even think about other women ever. How about John the Beautiful? You must get good business from him. He's a nice kid, a bit odd with his food for information policy, but it's been working out for him, which is hardcore. You can find him behind the bar most of the time. That's where he hangs out when he's not at Moe's stall. And he's also very cute. What? So when I tell a girl she's got a nice patootie, you hit me on the head with the pan, but when you say someone's cute, it's okay? Shut up, sweetie. Someone else. Since you're asking about that, tell me about Moe. Moe's a dear friend of ours. What can I say? He's one hard-working, honest, and good-looking man. Some have also mentioned he and I look alike. Isn't that funny? You'll find him near the entrance to the city, on the lower level. He's got a hardcore food stall there, just by the elevator. And the food is just absolutely splendid. Try it out sometimes, mate. Just do it. How about Zilla, the merchant in the upper station? Zilla? Whoa, she's a bomb, mate. Excuse me? No, love, I didn't mean it like that. I meant she has an explosive personality. Absolutely. You know Zilla. Nevertheless, let me explain. In most cases, Zilla's a very nice and friendly person. In most cases. Yet, if something doesn't go her way, she becomes this hardcore anger machine. I mean, we all saw what happened between Moe and her. Not all of us. Well, some time ago, Moe and her had a food stall at the lower level city entrance. Let's face it, mate, the lower Underrail station has more traffic than the upper rail one. You got people from the north, people from all the southern stations, junkyard a dominating position. Zilla was angry that Moe's business was more hardcore than hers. So one day she went berserk and accused Moe of stealing her business, and listen to this, she even kicked his stall and threw his food all over the place. It was hardcore. She's up there now at the upper Underrail station. She's behaving for the time being as far as I know. But the point of the story is, she's a bit derailed. That's it, mate. Alright, take care, Gene. Okay, well, let's go and see Gorski. Zone Rat, he's blue, so he's friendly. Zone Rats, yo! Hey, Zone Rat. You're also a pack rat? Not really. We'll take your 11 charms, though. Like your picture. It's a good-looking face, I have to say. Oh, there's Gorski. Let's pickpocket this Mr. Zone Rat. Been a while, Gorski. I think the last time we saw you, we could not pick your pocket. Our skills are significantly higher since the last time, though. Oh, crap. You're still really upset. Sneaky. Let's see if you're also pickpockety as well. You are 50 charons. Sure took your sweet time in getting here. What have you been doing? Sightseeing? Actually, forget it. Don't have time to listen to your stories. We've got work to do here. Before we begin, Gorski, I want to investigate that infested vault in GMS. Yes, I know. Quentin called and raved about his experiments for full 10 minutes before I could ask him what he bloody wanted. It's your worthless hide, but if tomorrow I wake up in the station full of freaking burrower spawns, it's you I'm going to kill first. He hands you the key card. Yeah. Dan Forte says hi. Dan. Haven't heard that name in a long, long time. I'll be damned. That slob's still alive after all these years? Where'd you meet him? I met him in Foundry. In Foundry? Hope he's not overworked. Believe me, that's the laziest man I've ever met. But when I needed his help, he was always there. He told me you were in a gang together. Got some cool stories to share. What the hell? You think I've got nothing better to do than tell you bedtime stories? On top of that, all that happened like 12 or 13 years ago. A man forgets some things after a while. Oh, come on. You know you want to tell me some cool stuff. Fine. I'll tell you a damn story. I see you really want to hear one. Listen now. Back in the old days, Dan and I were inseparable. We did almost everything together. We robbed together, killed together, split loot. We did everything together. And oh boy, were we a deadly team. You can tell just by how many times the two of us came out of combat as the only survivors. So there were these bandits that called themselves the Black Crawlers. Bunch of weaklings if you ask me, but they had a severe advantage in numbers. They were our main rivals in Core City. One time, during one of our skirmishes, we killed their leader's son. Actually, I killed him. It was one of those situations where me and that lazy bum were the only survivors. But what followed next surprised us more than it should have. In a few days, the Crawlers found our camp in Core City and tried to take us out. I don't know how they managed to find us, but it seemed like the whole gang was there, and they were thirsty for blood. You see, our camp was located here in Core City, at the northern cliffside. It was in an abandoned section, built in the cliff itself, and there was a single bridge connecting it in Core City. The Crawlers piled up at one side of the bridge waiting to attack. We had a well-fortified position, but were basically in a dead end. We exchanged fire with them for a while, and then they stormed our position. They were shot at, burned, electrocuted, even bloody blown to pieces with limbs flying all over the place. But they just kept coming and eventually overran our defensive positions. Again, Dan and I were somehow alive together, killing those punks. And then suddenly, a bullet went through Dan's head, killing him. We're talking about the same Dan here, the one I met. He didn't die. I just want to see if you were paying attention. I'll continue. Please do. So Dan and me got holed up in the back of the camp, in a small building. Small, but sturdy. The lazy bum was manning a machine gun while I was gunning him down with my assault rifle, yelling. Funnily enough, we had fun, until a grenade flew into the window and we had to split. I jumped out one window, Dan jumped out the other. I moved behind some cover and bam! There he was. Who was there? The leader of the Black Crawlers, Heliku. He was a boulder, bastard with a huge scar on his nose who, unlike his weak minions, could really mess up a man. I was staring down his bloody crossbow and he knew I killed his son and wanted to send a bolt through my eye. But Dan came to the rescue. One well-placed shot from his gun shattered Heliku's wrist and made him drop his gun. I don't know why Dan didn't go for the head, that derailed bugger, but I reacted fast and grabbed the falling crossbow mid-air, turned it around and sent one bolt right in his forehead. His eyes rolled backwards, his jaw dropped, and he fell dead. With their leader gone, the Crawlers soon scrambled. We lost nearly everyone in the gang, and the survivors split. Even Dan and I. He got tired, I suppose, and he went somewhere to the west, if I remember correctly, while I stayed here for a while and formed another gang. As for the Black Crawlers, eventually they settled in our old camp, and they're still there. Bastards. I guess someone took over for Heliku back then. I also believe they're a bit more organized and tougher than before. but just by a little. And there you go. I usually don't talk to people this much, but I suppose I got carried away. Good memories work the job, don't they? That was a pretty cool story. Yeah, it was. I'm gonna leave me alone now? So what's going on? Why are you holed up in here? Those pompous gits, the Ogliarchs, think they can cut me off from what's happening. I came here to stand against the faceless, and yet they told me, in no uncertain terms, to pack up and leave. None of your business, they said. Since when is Core City none of my business? I dominated these streets back when they were still nothing but Biocorp henchmen. I bet Protectorate has something to do with this. They're trying to get established here. I can smell it. Well, if they think I'm just going to sit on my hands and let the Protectorate pigs and faceless freaks run around the Underrail, they have another thing coming. We're going to get a foothold in this city no matter what. That's why I rounded up these boys and girls here, Garrett. We meet the Zone Rats, and their leader, Sneaky. Alright? Sneaky, this is Garrett, the guy I've been telling you about. He makes things happen. Eh? Good to hear. Sneaky and her fine street fighters have decided to throw their lot in with us in this endeavor. You mentioned something about the Protectorate trying to get established here. Do you think they're making their moves right now? They've been trying to get a foothold here for years. It's no secret. The Ogliarchs don't trust them, but in the wake of the Faceless invasion, they might have been persuaded to accept assistance from the Protectorate's base in the junkyard. Also recently, they managed to negotiate a lease for one of the biggest warehouses at the docks, and if my sources are correct, they started hoarding weapons and other equipment there. How bad is the Faceless situation? As you already know, they blockaded the tunnel that connects the south to the rest of Underrail. They've also made a couple of incursions into the city's outskirts. We don't know what the purpose of these incursions, as they are clearly not trying to flood their troops into the city. At least not yet. What do Tanner and Vera think of your operation? Tanner has enough troubles holding the fort and making sure that trading is flowing safely. Not to mention other repairs and stuff, so we don't need to bother him with this. And you seriously think I give a rat hound's ear what Vera thinks about anything? Her place is the office crunching numbers for trade agreements, not deciding what happens on the streets. Fair enough, what's the plan? There are two things that we could use your help with. With the Zone Rats on our side, we have enough manpower to make our presence known when the time comes. However, they are not all that well equipped, and if it comes to direct conflict with the Protectorate or the Faceless, I'm afraid we would be easily outgunned. I have an idea how we can get a hold of some energy shields that will help us stay alive on the streets. And then there's a matter of that misplaced tunneler that we could make use of if we manage to recover it before anyone else. Why do you want to steal a tunneler from the Faceless? Not from the Faceless directly. Directly, actually. I can't pronounce words at the moment. Fill them in, Sneaky. Yeah. So the Faceless sent a couple of their machines to bore through the cliff face in Drop Zone. Not sure what they wanted to accomplish with that. They backed them up immediately. In one place, though, they messed up. I don't know if they miscalculated or what, but they bored right out of the cliff and plunged down, landing on some poor zoner's shack. The fall killed the crew, and the tunneler is stuck there now. We don't know what state the machine is in and whether we can even fix it, but it's worth a shot. There's another problem, though. A bunch of zoners gathered in the shack the tunneler fell into to throw a party and celebration. You'll have to persuade them to leave or remove them forcefully. After you clear the location, you must find a way to get the tunneler operational again. Look around the city and see if anyone's got expertise, but be discreet about it. You up for this? Yeah, I'll do it. Very good. Talk to Sneaky if you need further details. Yeah? Tell me about the Zone Rats, Sneaky. We are just a group of capable people who want to survive in the ruin of a city. The Ogliarchs are incompetent idiots who only care about their own well-being, and if the Faceless breach the city defenses, I'm sure they'll just run into the arms of the Protectorate friends, seeing the deals they make with them. As for Gorski, we tag along with him mostly because we hate the same things. And he's hardcore, and that's what the Zone Rats like. Do you know a man called John the Beautiful? She crosses her arms in response after a pause. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Told me he hangs out around Hardcore City bars, so I guess you might have met him before. We, used to spend some time together. Oh? He's a nice man. We had some fun. He liked doing certain things. The complicated way, though. And he's obsessed with eating. I mean, really, he used to drive me mad. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to the sound of munching. He would just look at me and keep munching on. That's when I said to myself, enough is enough. But he was sweet otherwise, I suppose. We had some fun. What can you tell me about the Ogliarchy? The Ogliarchy, eh? It's typical stuff. They got a bunch of wealthy, powerful fat rats ruling a decadent city. To pacify the commoners and divert their attention from everything that's wrong, they offer brutal family entertainment. The arena. The poor sods are preoccupied with it as the city is slowly but surely falling apart. That's how our everyday life here in Core City feels, friend. Like the world around you is slowly sinking into the black abyss of the drop zone. And you're sinking with it. Faster than the fat rats, that's for sure. Well, I ain't gonna sit around twiddling my thumbs, I ain't. We ain't, Garrett, right? Right? What do you think about the free drones, Sneaky? I support their battle against the Protectorate, as those rats should be driven from the South Underrail, but I feel they've gotten more and more fanatical over the years. If they accuse you of being a collaborator, you're done for. Not much evidence is needed, suspicion is enough to get you tied to the tracks, and if you've got your guts stretched from one station to the other while your family watches it, no different than the Valis gangs, don't you think? Interesting. Yeah, I guess that would be true. If they're super paranoid. Yeah, that would be bad. Maybe not necessarily working for the good guys then. How about Core City, Sneaky? Okay, what you really want to know about Core City is not at what time Gladiator A is going to butcher Gladiator B in the arena tonight, or what's the best cocktail to try at Hardcore City Bar, but the things here are rarely as they seem on the surface, and that you should choose allies carefully. Take the Ogliarchs, for example. They, through their enterprises, Cortec, JKK, Protector, and Security, are endlessly plotting against one another, sabotaging one another, even though, on the surface, it seems as if these fine gentlemen are cooperating, doing everything they can to improve the lives of the common folk. They're cooperating, yeah, sure, but when lots of coins are involved, like in the case of the arena, noble cause, huh? The people are filthier than the filthiest toilet bowl in the pipeworks. It's hard for me to tell you who can be trusted in this pipe-working city, but it's piss easy to tell you who you can't. Stay away from the enterprises, no matter how enticing their offers might sound. Got that? Right, about that tunneler, Sneaky. Shoot. Do you know anything about its condition? It crashed, so it's not really in top condition. I can't tell you exactly how damaged it is, though. You'll have to find that out for yourself. Where is it? It's on the far northeast side of the top of the mid-level, across from the pipeworks. Alright, we already repaired it. So, can I just talk to Gorski? Can I talk to Sneaky? Oh, okay. I hope I didn't mess that up by repairing it. I do have the game saved there, though. Let's double back to it really quick and see if we can, like, click on it and, like, send it to them or something. And I think that was this way. By send it to people, I mean, like, claim it for the zone rats. Oh, there's a door back here we didn't try. Oh, I just walked right past everyone in full view and not stealthed. Alright, good. Tunneler's still here. Not that I expect it to go anywhere. Everyone's still dead, which is also what I was hoping for. Okay. Let's double back. Maybe that triggered what we had to do? I want to let them know it's secured. Then we can talk about the second mission. Unless I somehow mess this up and we have to redo this part. But if that's the case, I'll do that off screen, obviously. I haven't found very many bugs in this game. The game occasionally crashes, but it's so very rare. In fact, the only time it happened has been with you guys watching. A long time ago, trying to leave that one cave zone that had the boat and 2 lurkers in it. Other than that, it's been pretty stable this time around. I think the recent patches that they've put out has fixed most of the problems. And even then, I don't want to give the impression that... I'm sorry. The game is quite stable. Very stable. It was slightly unstable a long time ago. But I haven't experienced any problems with the recent patches. Oh, about that tunneler. What about it? I repaired it and cleared the area of bandits. All by yourself? Dude, do you really think I was unable to fix a simple tunneler? Then I'm stupid. Well, yes and yes. You proved me wrong about the tunneler, though. But who cares? That tunneler will prove useful indeed. We will go test it out when the time is right. Ah, A birthday gift from the Faceless. So, one more thing. How do we get those energy shields? Remember that Protectorate warehouse that I mentioned? As I said, we have reason to believe they've been hoarding weapons, ammunition, and all sorts of other goodies there. We found out from a fairly reliable source that they recently received a package of high-end energy shields. If you could infiltrate the warehouse and nab those shield emitters, that would both strengthen our position and weaken the Protectorates. Sneaky has more details on how you might be able to pull this off. There's this oaf, Bob. He's a Protectorate soldier, security guard, or whatever they call themselves, since they are not officially allowed to have soldiers in Core City. He's also a regular here in the bar. Last night, he was drinking himself silly with that Gauntlet girl, and per usual, blabbering about this and that. I don't usually pay much attention to him, but this time he actually said something interesting. He mentioned that shipment of shield emitters, and how they are supposedly top-quality stuff that they're not allowed to use yet. Which is good, though, as it probably means that they're still stored together somewhere in the warehouse. The fool got so drunk that he couldn't turn up for his shift today. He rented a room here at the bar to sober up in. This has happened before, so it won't be unusual to his compatriots that he's missing. You can use this to your advantage. Strike the useless oaf down, and procure his armor and security pass. While I don't know if this will allow you to enter freely into the warehouse, it might be some help once you're inside. As long as you don't attract too much attention to yourself. No simple task, eh? But very much worth doing. So you up for it? Yeah, sure. That's the spirit. You should speak to Sneaky before you head out. She has some info that you'll probably find useful. Alright, Sneaky. So about that warehouse mission. Where do I find that Bob guy? He's still in one of the rooms here in the bar. You could try stealing his armor and security pass, but I suggest zoning him out entirely. If he wakes up and notices they're gone, he might raise an alarm. We don't want that. How do I get into that warehouse? You could try posing as Bob, but that might be too risky. Even if you manage to pass the gates, you'll probably be questioned why you didn't show up on your shift again. There might be another way into the warehouse aside from the main gate, though. I took a peek at some of the old city plans. There seems to be a direct, uninterrupted ventilation connection from the dock's main utility room to the warehouse's lower level. Getting inside this room, now that will probably be a problem in itself, try finding the dock superintendent. See if he can be bribed to let you access it. Alright, take care. So we already have a key card that we picked off the pocket off that superintendent. So let's just try finding out where this Bob guy is and killing him. I'm gonna feel kind of bad about that, but he's also a member of the Protectorate, and they killed a bunch of the free drones that we sided with. Once we have him killed, I think we'll call it a session, everyone. Let's see if this guy knows where Bob is located. Hey, Gene. Okay, you don't know anything about him. Oh, Abram's here! Holy crap! Haven't seen him in a while. I guess everyone actually we'll talk to Abram and then we'll call the session. Since I only have like another 5 minutes before I have to start getting dinner done. Darn it! Oh, I can't access that. I can't access anything on him. Except those bullets. We would need more pickpocketing, which I don't really want to take. Garrett of Southgate Station. I've been waiting for you. Let me begin by saying I'm quite satisfied with your performance so far. I had informed my associates of your competence, and we reached a decision to use your abilities again. Are you still interested? Yes, I am. Good. I'm glad you said yes. You displayed a certain potential, Garrett of Southgate Station, a potential that few possess. I've been informed you have already met Jack Quicksilver. Good. Him and I are part of a certain organization whose name will remain unrevealed for now. What I want you to do now is go and speak to Jack. He's waiting for you outside the bar. He has work for you. Once you've completed everything, you'll receive further instructions. Can I ask you a quick question, Abram? You may not. All your questions will be answered in due time, Garrett at Southgate Station. Alright then. That was actually kind of quicker than I expected. Let's go upstairs. And he's in one of these locations. Oop, there he is. He's also facing forward, so this is going to be tricky. I have the hunch that he's going to call for help and other people are going to come running. If that's going to be the case, then I'm going to go ahead and trap these doors. We can't actually... No, Tim. No. Leave. Okay, we can't do anything to that guy either. Sorry about that, Mr. Punk. Hardcore City Bar, room 1 key. We need some canned meat for some damage reduction. We'll search these 2 rooms, and then we'll kill Bob, and then that will do it for us. $88 Charons, very nice. We'll take this stuff as well. Another punk in the bathroom, just facing out there. I guess he can live. Alright, let's see if we can kill this guy. Let's quick save. We could use Sting for this to make sure we kill him quickly. We have a lot of recharger, a lot of whatchamacallits. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Hey, Bob. So sorry about this, sir. Ooh, he had a good pair of gloves. We'll take those, and that's his Zenith Pass key, just in case we need that. I don't want his armor. We'll take his gun. And we didn't set off any of the other people, so I guess they don't come. We might as well grab our burrow traps back. Then we'll recharge Sting, and then that'll do it for us, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. So explored more of Core City, and we're going to try to get Gorski's quest completed. And we're already almost at half a level to 22. That's amazing. Let us recharge that energy weapon of ours. Okay, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.